Good morning, dear children. Today we are going to start the second lesson, which is parts of a plant. Plants are very important part of our lives. They give us lot of things like fruits, vegetables, and many more things. If you observe well, you can see we are surrounded by the plants. Whether it is in our houses or in our neighborhood or on the streets, we are surrounded by the plants. We always see plants. But have you ever stopped and tried to notice the parts of the plant? Like us, plants also have so many parts. Like how we have legs, hands, mouth, same way plants also have different parts. Each part carries different functions. Now we shall know about the parts of the plant. A plant has two main parts. They are the root and the shoot. So root is the part which grows under the soil. So under the soil, root is the part which grows, and shoot is the part which grows above the soil. So under the ground, roots will grow. Above the ground, shoot will grow. Root is a part of a plant that grows under the soil. Like I said, it grows under the ground. Different plants have different roots. In most plants, the roots stay underground. They are invisible part of the plant because we cannot see them. As they are under the soil, we say they are the invisible part of the plant. So many of the plants have underground roots because the roots grow under the ground. There are two types of roots, tap root and fibrous root. So some plants will have tap root while some plants have fibrous root. So some of the plants will have tap root and some of the plants will have fibrous root. Now we are going to learn what is tap root. So tap root. The roots, tap root, they have one main root. If you see here, from the shoot, there is only one main root. So tap roots have one main root in the center and it grows from the base of the stem. So if you see from the base of the stem, the tap root grows. So this tap root is the main root, and to this main root many tiny roots will grow. These tiny roots we call root hair. So for this main root many tiny roots will grow. Those tiny roots we call root hair. You can see in the picture, tap root is the main center root. To this tiny roots are attached. Plants like carrot, radish, turnip, rose, neem, mango, these plants have tap roots. Fibrous root. So fibrous root will not have main root like tap roots. So like a tap root, there is no main root here. Instead, there are bunch of roots. So many roots are there here. Many roots are there. So bunch of roots, like you can see in the picture, they are thin and bushy and they grow under the stem. These roots, the roots of these plants, they spread nicely in the soil. Like you can see in the picture, they spread very nicely in the soil. Example for fibrous roots are onion, rice, wheat and coconut. So what are the functions of these roots? So why plants have roots? What for the roots are useful for the plants? Roots are the reason why the plants remain attached to the ground. See, because of the roots, the plant is remained attached to the ground. These roots support the plant. They help the plant to stand firmly without falling. Even when the strong wind blows, these roots helps the plant to stand firmly without falling. So another function of root absorbs water and minerals from the soil, and they send them to different parts of the plant. They absorb water and minerals from the soil and it sends to different parts of the plant, and these spread within the ground to absorb water in a better way. Some plants prepare food and store them in their roots. Examples of such plants are carrot, radish, turnip, and we eat these roots of the plant. So because they are storing the food in these roots, we eat these roots. So some plants, they are preparing food and they are storing in the roots, and we are eating those roots. So what are the main functions of the root? So root first function is they hold plant firmly without falling, and they absorb water and minerals from the soil and sends it to all the parts of the plant. And roots of some plants store food, like carrot, turnip, radish. Roots of some plants store food. So these are the main functions of the roots. Now we are going to learn what is shoot. So shoot is the part of the plant which grows above the ground. So shoot is the part which grows above the ground. Shoot of the plant bears different parts such as branches, fruit, flower, leaf and stem. Now we are going to learn about this each part, like branches, fruits, about this each part. Now we are going to learn. So stem. First one is stem. Stem is the central part of the plant and its main part, and is the main part of the shoot. So if you see every plant, there is stem in the center, because it is in the center and it is the main part of the plant. This stem supports the plant and it helps the plant to stand straight and erect. Some plants like mango, banyan, neem, peepal, they have hard and wood stem. So they are hard, woody and strong. So because they are strong and they are like wood, we call those stems as trunk. Like you can see in the picture, a strong stem we call, like woody stem we call as trunk. Trunk helps the plant to stand upright. Upright means standing straight upwards. So standing straight upwards we call upright. So this trunk helps the plant to stand upright. So you can see here, this is the strong stem. This strong stem we call as trunk. This helps the plant to stand upright. And some plants like banana have green color stem. So you can see in the picture, so plants like banana, they have green stem. So green color stem. They are thick but they are very soft. And some plants like money plant have very soft and weak stems. They bear leaves but they cannot stand straight. They cannot stand upright. So they need always support. Because they need support to climb, we call them as climbers. So because they need support to climb, we call them as climbers. So what are the functions of the stem? Why we need the stem? So function of the stem is they carry water. The function of the stem is they bear fruits, flowers and leaves. So to the stem, the fruits, flowers and leaves are attached. So stem will produce flowers, stem will produce fruits, stem will produce leaves. And this stem helps the plant to stand upright. Because of the stem, the plant is standing upright. And another function of the stem is they carry water and minerals from the roots and send it to leaves. So this stem, it carries the water from roots and it sends it to leaves, and from leaves the water is sent to different parts of the plant. So water and minerals the roots are absorbing, and from roots the stem carries this water to the leaves, and leaves will send it to different parts of the plant. Some plants, they prepare food and store in the stem. Example, potato, sugarcane and ginger. So these plants, they store food in the stem. We eat these stem of the plants. Because this potato, sugarcane, ginger, they are storing food in the stem, we eat the stem of these plants. Leaves. There are different varieties of leaves with different shapes and different sizes. You can see in the picture there are different kinds of leaves. Some are of different sizes, some are of different colors, but most of the plants, they have green color leaves. Mostly plants will have green color leaves. The green color leaf is because of the green pigment called chlorophyll. See, like how we have red color blood. Red color blood is because of the hemoglobin. The same way, plants leaves are green in color because of the pigment called chlorophyll. Like how our blood is red because of hemoglobin, plants leaves are green because of the pigment called chlorophyll. So the green color of the leaves is because of the pigment in the leaf called chlorophyll. And this green substance chlorophyll makes the plants and the leaves mostly green in color. Because of this green color substance, the leaves of the plants are mostly green in color. The broad and flat part of the leaf is the leaf blade. So if you see the leaf closely, the broad and flat part of the leaf is the leaf blade, and leaf is attached to the plant through a stalk. Leaf is attached to the plant through a stalk. This is called leaf stalk. You can see here, this is the leaf stalk, and the broad and flat part of the leaf we call leaf blade. This leaf stalk is attached to the plant. See, this through this leaf stalk, leaf is attached to the plant. And if you zoom the leaf well, you can see the middle long tube. You can see here, middle long tube. This middle long tube we call as main vein. So if you see in the picture carefully, the middle long tube present in the leaf we call as main vein. And if you see, there are many veins attached to the side of the main vein. These veins we call as side veins. So to this main vein, many side veins are attached. You can see there are many side veins, side lines many are there. So these side veins are these side tubes we call as side veins, and the middle tube we call as main vein. So there is middle one long tube we call main vein, and to this main vein many side tubes are raised, we call as side veins. So these side veins and the middle vein, they bring water to the leaf. So these main vein and the side veins, they bring water to the leaf. There are many small pores present on the leaf. Those small tiny pores we call stomata. So on the leaf there are plenty of small tiny pores. These small tiny pores we call stomata, and plants breathe through these pores. So from these small holes plants breathe. So we say plants breathe through stomata. Like how we have nose to breathe, Plants does not have nostrils. Like we have nose holes, nostrils to breathe. Plants have tiny holes on the leaf. Through these tiny holes, plants breathe. So these tiny holes are stomata. So through stomata, plants breathe. So these tiny holes present on the plant we call stomata. Through stomata, plants breathe. So what is the function of the leaf? Leaf of the plant we call kitchen of the plant, because leaves prepare food for the plant. Because they are preparing food for the plant, we call the leaves as kitchen of the plant. While making food, leaves take carbon dioxide and they leave oxygen. And what leaves are leaving oxygen, we are using it. We are using for the breathing. Leaves use carbon dioxide and they leave oxygen. This taking in carbon dioxide and leaving out oxygen happens through stomata. See, plants, they breathe in carbon dioxide, they breathe out oxygen. This breathing in carbon dioxide and breathing out oxygen is happening through stomata. Like how we sweat, plants also leave extra water through the leaves. Like how we are sweating and we are leaving the water from the body, the same way plants also leave extra water through the leaves. Some plants like spinach and cabbage store food in their leaves. As they store food in the leaves, we eat those leaves. See, some plants, they are storing food in the roots and we are eating roots like carrot, radish, etc. And some plants, they are storing food in the stem and we are eating those stems like sugar cane. So some plants, they store food in the stem and we are eating those stems. Same way, some plants, they store food in the leaves and we eat those leaves. Example for those kind of leaves are spinach, cabbage, mint, coriander, etc. Okay children, this is it for today's class. In the next class video, we shall learn about the remaining parts of the plant. So today we have learned about roots and shoot. In shoot we have learned about stem, leaf and we have learned about stem and leaf. In next class we shall learn about the remaining parts of the plant.